Hot Springs, North Carolina after a great breakfast. It was just great. Biscuits, gravy. Two scrambled eggs. And the sausage is always so fresh there, it's crazy. I think they just killed the hog last night. So I was sitting there, and all of a sudden here come another GS rider down the road, and I waved at him. He pulled in, had a cup of coffee together. His name is Tim. So Tim is behind me now. We're going up 209, and it's one of the great motorcycle roads over here in North Carolina. Just following here along the creek bank. I'm headed on up to BlueRidge Motorcycle Campground for a few nights. But what a joy it was to, it's kind of neat to meet other GS guys and hang out. It was a lot of fun. Learned a lot about Tim and his bike. He's got it set up exactly the way he likes, and that is just, that's great. That's what these bikes are for. Put on the kind of seat that you like. If you want to put risers on, make your ride more comfortable, whatever it may be. He has the Sena Pro panniers on his back. That's what I had on my V-Strom 1000 that I owned prior to owning the Yamaha Super Tenere and now the 2013 GS 1200. But I really like his bags, and especially when I had them, they're just they open from the top, and that's hard to beat any bag, especially if you like to camp and things like that. You know, it's just, you can pull those things off, you can sit on them, put your feet up on them. If you need to get stuff off your back while you're on the road, it's a lot easier than a side opening bag. They're pricey, that's for sure. So you can see 209 here is a little twisty road, and you got to be careful on these corners. You meet a big truck, and the big truck obviously can't get around one of these corners without getting in your lane. But yeah, Tim has done quite a bit of riding, sounds like, and headed out west, I think he said, again here before long with some friends. And he's got a YouTube channel too. When I get back and get this video posted, I'll try to put it in my link below so you can go check out his channel also. So from Hot Springs, North Carolina on up to BlueRidge Motorcycle Campground, which is off of Highway 276 in Canton, North Carolina. And I'll show you the campground. It's a neat little place. If you're ever over in this area, if you don't like to camp, they have cabins. You can stay in a cabin. I've done both, and I enjoy both. Curtin Ice Creek that runs through the facility. Well, as you can see, just the 209 is a great road. So if you're ever in this area, you want to make sure that you check it out. We've got a car off the side of the road. It is obviously August here, and the temperature going through the mountains is in the mid-60s, believe it or not. Some of these corners right here can be a little difficult, especially you have to watch for rock, loose rock, and you can get in trouble in a hurry on some of these corners. So you GS riders are maybe wondering what mode I'm in. I'm in the dynamic mode right now, which gives the GS a lot of performance, and this thing will get up and go out of these twisties in this mode. Another great campground over near the Tail of the Dragon that I frequent at least several times a year is Iron Horse Motorcycle Lodge. I'm going to check that out online. It's also another great place to stay. There are all kinds of different places. The neat thing about BlueRidge, where I'm headed today, is that it is motorcycle only. So no cars, no trucks, motorcycle only. Look at that view. It's just gorgeous up through there. As we're climbing this mountain here in western North Carolina. Looks like we got some smoke in the mountains up here. Probably somebody burning some brush. So Tim's still behind me, not sure how far he's going up. He was going to turn left, I think, up here somewhere, maybe get some fuel and head a different direction. We're going to head back into the mountains for a little bit. A few more twisties here on 209. And are they fun? Absolutely they are fun. You have to watch for the oncoming traffic. Back in these mountains, you have to watch for deer also. I was at my local BMW dealer the other day having some maintenance done on my bike, and I was sitting there and started talking with the gentleman, and he was telling me that he was in, he had a 2013 GS like mine, and he said he was going along, I think somewhere maybe in Florida, believe it or not, and he was blindsided by a deer. He said he didn't see it coming or anything. It just hit him, knocked him completely out. He was doing about 55 miles an hour, and he said when he came to, the only thing that had happened is he was a little bit skin up around his wrist area. And I asked him what kind of gear he had on, and he had on all climb pants and jacket, and I believe he said that it was a Nolan helmet, but you know, gear will save your life. Not always. Better safe than sorry, and I know a lot of people kind of frown at the high-vis stuff, but I definitely wear a high-vis jacket. It is the climb, and I'll probably do a review of it. I had a friend tell me one time, he said, basically the best way to ride a motorcycle is to ride like you are invisible, like nobody sees you. Absolutely nobody. Therefore, you're always watching for people to pull out in front of you, whatever it may be. But I can definitely tell you that since I've had the high-vis jacket, people see me a lot more, a lot better. Yeah, I can tell. It doesn't mean that that's always going to be the case, and it's not always the case, but definitely been a lot better with the high-vis gear. So, you know, it's a trade-off. Do you want to look cool, or do you want to allow others to see you? You know, what is the goal? And, you know, I'm married. My children are grown. I'm 51. But you know what? I look forward to having some grandchildren, so yeah, I always say a prayer when I get on the bike. Ask God to protect me, and then take off. And try to ride sensibly, obviously, but have fun. So we're still on 209 in the western part of North Carolina. One of the best motorcycle roads that people are actually, motorcycle riders are just now, or over the past couple years, really discovering. Right now we're on some of the flatter parts of the road. Some farms out through here. It's just a gorgeous day, great day for a ride. So we are off 209 and we're on an access road now that takes us up to Waynesville, North Carolina, and we'll brush through there and then hit 276 up to Canton and on up to BlueRidge Motorcycle Campground. So that was a blast coming through 209. When I turned left there, I lost Tim. He turned right and probably headed back toward his house. So, neat guy. Always fun to meet other GS riders. And, you know, you never know when you're out and may need a helping hand. It's good to know where some other guys are at. Just about every other motorcycle rider, at least adventure motorcycle rider that I know, is more than willing to help out someone else if they can at all. Whether it be with a trailer, help them get their bike to a local shop for maintenance if they need it, or for tire repair, or whatever it may be. So, you know, there's some mowers out there, and you can see we got some traffic in front of us. Always tough when they've been mowing. You got grass blowing everywhere. You just have to always ride with your visor down. Come some bikers. No doubt, headed to 209. So, you know, I hope to review all of my gear, tell you my thoughts about it. I know for many guys, whatever they're wearing is the best to them, and that's because that's a choice they've made. And then for others, it's only what they can afford, but they dream about having other gear whenever they can afford it. My goal has always been to have something that is safe and protects you as well as possible, that fits within your budget. So we're gonna cruise around these folks right here. Head on up the road. Probably a local farmer there that is just out As you can see, still some really beautiful country here. So we're headed on up toward Waynesville, North Carolina.